Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, all we talk about is AMD. I have a story to tell you. My friend, uncle, is a big fan of AMD. He invested almost, I think, $500,000 US into AMD. He is a big believer in AMD, and I'm going to break down what I think about AMD. I've done my research. I used to be a big fanboy of AMD. I used to keep up with the company. If anybody was to know AMD, it would be me. You want to know about AMD? Come to me. I can talk about AMD all day long because I used to be a huge fan. I used to be a big investor, and AMD made me a lot of money. But sadly, I sold it for Aurora Cannabis, but I've done my research, and I think AMD could be a big winner. But before we begin this video, I want to talk about Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is my second favorite show of all time. This show gave me chills. Sometimes I had to rewatch an episode twice, and it just, you get so emotionally attached to the characters, and everybody dies, which is awesome. I think it's awesome. Sometimes it's not awesome, but most of the time it's pretty awesome. So I like this show. It was my second most favorite show of all time. I can't wait for the last season. I'll be sad when it goes away, but I'm so excited for the next season of Game of Thrones. Okay, now let's talk about AMD. So basically almost in 1 month, AMD jumped up to 1440, right? I made a video 1 month ago after AMD's first quarter report, and I said that I saw that AMD was on a growth ramp. I saw that AMD was going to recover as a company. And I said that they technically should go up to $13 to $14. And then I said by the end of 2019, they should be $19 to $20. And I did sell my AMD stock, unfortunately. I bought some, but I sold out $11 or $12 for Namaste. I only had 1,000 shares, but I should have held on to this stock long term. Well, I don't know. It was risky, but what I saw from AMD from the quarter report after listening to it, it's very good. If you notice, AMD has a 13.96, like it's a $14 billion company right now at 1440. They have a billion shares. So a big company having a lot of shares is not that big of a deal. So Aurora having a lot of shares is not that big of a deal, in my opinion. It just makes it cheaper for the average person to buy. So as long as Aurora makes a lot of money, it should be fine. But this is not about Aurora. This is about AMD. I'm just saying AMD has like at least 1 billion shares. So very close to 1 billion shares. Anyways, here's some juicy news for you guys. Dell and HP are taking orders for laptops running hybrid Intel and AMD chips. So that's a good sign because AMD is just starting to sell these GPUs to Intel. $1,500 for the middle tier model, and the high end tier model can run up as $1,700. And then they also have an option for like basically it's just those two monitors, and then you can upgrade to a 4K monitor, but that will cost more. And basically there's two models, the 1500 and the 1700. So like AMD's starting to get money for selling Intel their graphics chips. I just listened to this thing. It's it sounds like AMD, like you can just tell from the CEO's voice that the company's growing, the company is turning around, and she's really proud of the company. You can just tell from her voice. At least this is my opinion. And then this is the big deal. Cisco Systems, the company that's worth $205 billion. $205 billion. You guys just think about that number. That's insane amount of money. They signed up with AMD for the Ryzen CPU server technology. So now AMD is selling CPUs to Cisco's, and then there's apparently the more big customers are supposed to come online within 2018. So 2018 could be a really good year for AMD. And then that's not it. I got one more big piece of news for you guys. AMD's Fang Fu, I can't even say it, 15 something graphics chips. So basically this this new chip, APU, it's a CPU and a GPU combined. It's basically faster than Intel's model that they sold to, basically the graphics chip that they sold to Intel for them to make their laptops. AMD made a better chip than Intel's, than the graphics chips they're selling Intel. And they use a lot less RAM, but the cool thing is the memory clock, they boosted up to 2.4 gigabytes, giving it a total of 307.2 gigabytes per second bandwidth. So, basically, they came out with a competitor to Intel for a lot cheaper, a lot faster and better. And they're gonna be announcing this really soon. So AMD stock could be hovering around $14 to $15. It could go up to $17 within the time that they report the next quarter report, or it might pop to $17 on the next report, because I believe that the next report is gonna be very, very good. This is only my opinion though, and I could see the stock. This stock could be $19 at the end of the year because of all the good news that's just been coming out lately. But that's still a very unlikely scenario. I would say 2019, but you never know. By the end of 2018, I could see the stock being $19. Will I buy any AMD? No, because I believe Namaste will make me more money. Once you get their sales license, if Namaste goes to $3, I double my money. If I buy AMD now, it went to $30, which is highly unlikely, then I would double my money. So Namaste is the better buy for me right now. Just my opinion though. Anyways, let's see how long this video is. 8 minutes and 41 seconds. Well, since it's very close to the 10-minute mark, I don't know what else to talk about. I guess if you guys like Game of Thrones, give me a thumbs up. I don't know. Yeah, it's exciting times for AMD for sure. I'm running out of subjects to talk about. I made a timeline for myself, so I would have consistent subjects to talk about until the video ended, but it didn't. But I think this is very exciting news. I'm signing up with Cisco News, and then the PlayStation 5 when it comes out, which would be in 2020 or 19. I'm positive the PlayStation 5 is coming out in 2005. Sorry, 2019. 2019, the PlayStation 5 will come out. I promise you this. I'm 100% sure on this. So I'm I don't know. So let's see if it's been 10 minutes yet. Oh, it's been 10 minutes. Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. I know I'm milking YouTube as much as I can, but that's business, right? You try to make as much money as you can, however you can. At least that's how I think of business. Anyways, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, please give me a thumbs down. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.